You get the same color of a precipitate with different chemicals. Wow, isn't that great? So let's learn from Sangeeta ma'am. This is a chapter called Analytical Chemistry, and we get to know details of it in the further videos. And for our live classes and study materials, do contact the above numbers and the email. Thank you. Chemistry is visualization. So if you see the color of this pale blue precipitate, you will be able to realize who's making it. So let's go ahead. So the pale blue precipitate is done by two people. With NaOH somebody and with NH4OH is somebody. With NaOH is who? Let's get ahead. So with NaOH is CuSO4. To NaOH, you will get a precipitate. So whenever you have NaOH, a metal hydroxide, and a salt, you get a metal precipitate. So you'll get CuOH whole 2. It is a precipitate, which is copper hydroxide, which is pale blue, and you'll get Na2SO4. The same thing will be got by this person. So if we have NH4OH, okay, and if we have the same guy, which is CuSO4 plus NH4OH, 2 we have to give. You will get the same thing. You will get CuOH whole 2, which is a precipitate, and you will get NH4 whole 2 SO4. So did you get pale blue precipitate in both the cases? Yes. With two different reagents? Yes, you have. We have a wonderful news for you. We are announcing a new app called Let's, which is Let's Advance with Academics. Please download it from Google Play Store. The description box has the link. Here we are not able to provide all the things, but there every chapter, every numerical is solved. So happy learning. Again, if we see that this is a dirty green precipitate, this color we'll get from two different reagents. Let's see how it comes to. So how to produce dirty green? Dirty green precipitate is actually iron 2 hydroxide, remember. So how do we produce it? With NaOH, we will give the same substance, that is FeSO4. Here also we'll give FeSO4. In this, what will be our reaction, and in this, what will be our reaction, we'll see, we'll get the same product. So this is plus, and this guy is minus, and this guy is minus. So this plus and this minus, and this plus and this minus, right? So what is the outcome? Outcome is FeOH whole 2 as a precipitate, and Na and SO4. So it will give you N plus Na2SO4. Bingo, our mission is successful. Now with this, we'll see how do we get it with NH4OH. Similarly, NH4 is plus, Fe is plus. This is a minus and this is minus. So we have this plus and this minus as one of the products which is forming. So it will be FeOH whole 2 as a down arrow. And we have NH4 and SO4. So instead of Na2SO4, we'll get NH4 whole 2 SO4. So we'll get the same thing with NaOH and NH4OH. With NaOH, we will react FeCl3. If you forget the way to do the reactants, it is plus and this is plus. We have told this in earlier videos also. This is minus and this is minus, and we see that this plus and this minus, and this plus and this minus. So in the bargain, what you will get Fe. We'll write with red because it's reddish brown. You will get FeOH whole 3. FeOH whole 3, you will get this FeOH whole 3 is a reddish brown precipitate, And what you're getting is, in this what you're getting NaCl. Now it is the time to balance the equation. There are NaFe3, so this will be 3 NaOH 3 3 3, and this it will be 3 NaCl. This is balanced, right? So FeOH whole 3 is got from here with NH4OH. So with NH4OH we'll give the same guy, FeCl3. NH4 is a radical which is plus. We have known that in class 9. And this is plus, and this is minus, and this is minus. So this plus and this minus will react. If this plus and this minus reacts, and this plus and this minus will react. So in the bargain, what you will get FeOH whole 3. FeOH whole 3 is a precipitate, and you will get what? NH4 and Cl3, right? So you will get NH4Cl. The reaction with ammonia and chlorine gas is NH4Cl. It's time for us to balance equation. So this is 3 and this is 3 and this is balanced. So 3 NH4OH plus FeCl3 gives 3 NH4Cl plus FeOH whole 3. FeOH whole 3, the name of this is iron 3 hydroxide. So iron 3 hydroxide is reddish brown. Now we'll come to gelatinous white precipitate. Jelly white precipitate. This is the depiction I could think of. I can give you as a visual treat of understanding how gelatinous white is. Let's go ahead how to make them. So with NaOH, how will you get? With NaOH, gelatinous white means gelatinous white is ZnOH whole 2. This is gelatinous white. Zinc hydroxide is always gelatinous white. How will you get it? Now when with sodium hydroxide, if you put to get the zinc, you have to put a zinc salt. So we put a zinc salt of ZnSO4. This is plus, and this is minus. So we have this plus and this minus, okay, which will lead us to this guy. So let's go ahead. So we'll get ZnOH whole 2, which is a precipitate, and this is a soluble gelatinous white precipitate. And you will get is Na2SO4. 2 Na is here, so we have to give 2 here. Does the balance the equation? Yes, it does. Okay. Now, with NH4OH, how will you get the same product, which is ZnOH whole 2? So let's see with NH4OH. And we'll take the same guy, which is ZnSO4. Okay, you will get, even if you can't realize what is happening, this is plus and this is plus. Ammonium ion is plus and metals are plus. And this is minus and this is minus. And we have already told you that zinc and this plus and this minus is going to be the combining factors. So you will get ZnOH whole 2 as a precipitate, okay, and you will get NH4 and SO4 combined. So it will be NH4 whole 2 SO4. Now it's the time for us to balance. Let's see, NH4 whole 2 is there, so we have to give 2 NH4 out here, and this is balanced. Zinc hydroxide has got gelatinous white color. There are various types of whites. One is chalky white, gelatinous white, and dull white. Please remember, gelatinous white is zinc hydroxide. We just said there are various kinds of whites. So what will you add to a certain reagent to get a chalky white? Chalky white is always lead hydroxide, PbOH2. Let's go ahead. So with NaOH, how will you get chalky white? Chalky white is PbOH whole 2. Any metal hydroxide is a precipitate, remember. Okay, so that means you have to give a lead salt, right? So what is a lead salt you'll give? You'll get PbNO3 whole 2 plus 2 NaOH. You'll do the same plus minus. I'm not doing that again. So it is PbOH whole 2, which is a precipitate, and you will get 2 NaNO3. This is lead hydroxide. With NH4OH, how will you get the same product, which is PbOH whole 2? Let's go ahead and see. So we have PbNO3 whole 2. We will write below this guy only so that we can know the sequence. This is below this. Plus, instead of NaOH, we'll give NH4OH. Okay. And what is our outcome? We'll get PbOH whole 2. So we're getting the same chalky white with different reagents. And you are getting NH4NO3. Now it's time for balancing. 2 NH4OH, so 2 NH4NO3. So PbNO3 whole 2 plus 2 NH4OH gives PbOH whole 2 plus 2 NH4NO3. Now dull is boring, right? So how do we create a dull white precipitate with the same 2 different reagents? So with NaOH, how do we create a dull white? Especially we have to know who is a dull white. Dull white is magnesium hydroxide, MgOH whole 2. This is precipitate, it is called PPT dot, is a dull white. How do we create it? So MgCl2 we will add, and with NaOH you will get 2 NaCl, 2 NaCl, so 2 will be here, and you will get MgOH whole 2 as a dull white precipitate. This is magnesium hydroxide. With NH4OH, how do you get the same product called MgOH whole 2? So we will take NH4OH, NH4OH, and same guy, which is MgCl2, and we will get what? We will get NH4Cl, right? So we will get NH4Cl plus MgOH whole 2. Is this balanced? Let's check out. So NH4 whole 2. So we will have 2 NH4OH and 2 NH4Cl. So we'll get MgCl2 plus 2 NH4OH gives 2 NH4Cl plus MgOH whole 2. Have we got these two same products from 2 different reagents, this one and this one? Yes, so our mission is complete. This is what analytical chemistry is all about, students. Thank you for studying with us, and we enjoyed teaching you. Hopefully you enjoyed also learning from us. Download the Letsa app where we are discussing the question answers. Here it's not possible to discuss so many things in this forum. Bye.